I look into his sorry doe eyes, and I see a man crying out. He's crying out, when, Lord? When the fuck can your servant ditch this foul-mouthed little chucklehead to whom I am a constant victim of his folly, so much so that it prevents me from ever getting to kiss a girl? Fuck, when, Lord, when? When's gonna be my time?
You're listening to Comics Podcasting on the edge of civility.
So, we're back again. I know you hate it. I know you're listening. I know you're saying,
Actually, we know you're not listening.
why am I listening to this show? You'll get through about 45 seconds of this and be like, what the fuck, these motherfuckers? These motherfuckers is TMG Cast. Comics Podcasting on the edge of civility. What we got here is a host named Tech Jedi, Adrian Hunter. We have a co-host named Rev Mad Duck.
Quackity quacky.
Is
Taser monkeys, Grandma.
Bill McGinnis. What the fuck did that mean?
Monkey.
Teaser monkeys, grandma. All right, I get it. You're never going to let me live this down. And you know what? It's fucking Andrew's fault. If he hadn't bothered going, well, maybe if you marketed it differently and people wouldn't think, why would I want to listen to mean guys? I wouldn't have to listen to you say make up shit. Yeah. Ugh. I hate you so very dearly.
Aw. You just gave me a Christmas present. I gave you an ice tray.
Yeah, but it was super late.
I gave you an ice tray.
Oh no, there's a girl in a fucking bathtub dead. Isn't that magical? What are we watching tonight, Rev?
Contracted, Phase 4. The apparently, it seems like a sequel, or Phase 2 rather. It seems like a sequel to a zombie movie we haven't seen. But we did just watch a previous zombie movie.
And that was pretty damn fun, actually. It didn't do well in the press or Twitter or fucking...
It's a niche.
Nobody talked about it.
The thing is, like, it is pretty fucking hysterical. We're talking about the Scout's Guide to the Apocalypse. It is niche. It's not as strong as Zombieland where the humor crosses over.
Right.
It's crude and it's very nerd humor.
Yeah, it totally is.
It totally makes sense that it didn't do phenomenally well. But shit was funny.
I enjoyed it. So, you're going to bring this up, so I'm going to bring it up, so we should get it over with. It has not been a good year for the entertainment world since last recording.
Dude, suck.
What the fuck?
So bad that I actually put fucking something up on Facebook, which
never occurs.
Yeah, since December 26th, we have lost Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yep.
David Bowie.
Yep.
The mayor from Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Fucking Glenn Fry. Iron Mike Sharp, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman. And also the drummer from Mott the Hoople. And like, I was listening to this work, and somebody's like, don't forget Celine Dion's husband. I'm like, I'm not putting that, no. I mean, I feel bad for her, don't get me wrong, like, shit, that sucks. But, not really on my list.
Nah.
And I'm really stretching it with the drummer from Mott the Hoople. Oh, Grizzly fucking Adams!
Which I'm starting to look like.
You are, actually.
It's getting pretty bad down there.
Don't you love how gray beard hair grows like about 3 inches faster than fucking regular? That shit is fucked up.
It is amazing, isn't it? So, let's tip a glass about all those losses, those poor people.
To their families, to their fans.
Right. So, I've been watching Supergirl.
Yes, and loving it, right?
Yes, it's a great show. Did I talk about that last time?
Yes.
Oh, well, then we'll move on.
I finished Daredevil, finally.
Ah, yes.
The problem was, like, the show is so fucking good. Like, I kept putting it on for, like, an episode and getting partially, like, before work and shit. And, like, I finally just sat down and, like, zip, done. I watched the first Jessica Jones, which was awesome. And I watched the first 4 flashes, 4 or maybe like 8 actually.
Nah.
And that
So
shit is
it's like
good.
fucking comic TV overload, man.
You know, well,
And it's amazing too. I'm not getting tired of any of it.
No, the Rogue shit. I know you had your issues with the whole Rogue thing being.
Well, everybody had the same origin, the same accident that made Barry made everybody else.
But I didn't. First off, like Frost and Captain Cold and Heatwave had different origins. I didn't have a problem with that at all.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea, we invented these super weapons despite being marginal students our entire lives, is fucking dumb. Like, you can't do that anymore. Like, and then if you're like, well, he's a Caltech professor who, no. And, they made Snart semi-competent, which was helpful.
Yeah.
I also love that it was the brothers from Prison Break, bringing them back together. I just thought it was kind of a neat thing. I don't like I fucking blame you for this, because you pointed this shit out. And now I catch it everywhere. The fucking monster of the week villain, and they keep in the early episodes of The Flash, they killed them all. It's like the first 4 or 5 villains, like dead.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah,
Freak of the week.
Yeah, no, that shit gets old, particularly since some of them are kind of interesting characters, and you're like, oh, cool. Oh, they're dead.
It can be irritating. But it's a damn fine show, huh?
Enjoying that. I really need to go back to Arrow. Gotham is waiting for me. I got to fucking really step into Jessica Jones.
I was shocked by fucking Gotham. I was amazed how much I liked it. I was kind of irritated, too. I was like, fuck, another show to watch. But now, tomorrow starts Legends of Tomorrow. Which,
not
fucking Rip Hunter.
No, I'm not touching any of that till it ends up on Hulu or Netflix. Like, I simply can't maintain the weekly strategies anymore. It's just easier to catch up with everything.
Oh, well, neither do I. I mean, I've watched all the Flash I did Netflix, and all the Supergirls I did DVR.
How have you done? What are you doing via Arrow?
It's gonna be Netflix, because
never gonna catch up and point to the.
Well, eventually, yeah, but it just didn't hook me.
Yeah, I think it gets better and better, and you were liking it more. And seeing in the Flash, you did talk about going back to it.
It did ramp up, but I'm not in a rush.
Right.
So, go with that, if you will.
No, and then you got Agent Carter got a second season, so that's coming back. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is out there.
No, that's
waiting
back
to get
last
rewatched.
night.
Oh, I don't fucking know, man. I don't even have cable. I have a fucking rabbit ear, if you can't notice, behind the TV. So I get like 5 channels that I don't watch.
Terrible.
Bought at a Kmart.
Ouch.
About 25 years past its prime, apparently.
Damn. You know what I found in the fucking Walgreens the other day? And I was mad because I had to buy it.
No.
The Emperor's Wrath Darth Vader 6-inch Black Series figure. And you know what makes the Emperor's Wrath Darth Vader figure any different from any other Vader figure?
There's a different colored button.
Button? No. The mask is translucent blue, and you can see the skull. That is the one single fucking different thing.
How much did you? How many of these did you buy?
2.
All right. Well, that's better than the white Boba Fett, which you still own like 8 of.
And nobody's fucking buying it.
I may buy one of those off you for $7 just so you can fucking say that you sold one. Like, you'll lose money, and I'll be sitting there like, yay, I got this for cheaper, but I don't know what to do with it. And you'll be like, I sold one, bitches! Investment!
It's only an investment if you make a profit.
No, it's an investment when you buy it. It's only a successful investment when you make a profit. You can invest in fucking Cheetos if you want. Shit ain't gonna go well.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Well, you know, if the Cheeto market crashed, those people would be all over that. Like, fucking New York Stock Exchange, Cheetos go through the roof.
Go to the market on Cheetos. Get Chesta in here.
8 fat guys in Britney Spears t-shirts clambering up the walls, like little orange fingers reaching out in need.
That's some bizarre shit. Man.
I'm an odd dude. I'm
you
told
are,
a lot.
Man. I don't know what the fuck to do with you some days.
Rev me up with Scotch and make me talk about comics is what you normally do.
So I've read all 17 issues of the Now Terminator book.
Okay, yes. All right, going back to the big purchase, yes, because you've made some progress.
Yeah.
And what are our thoughts?
Utter crap. There are some decent concepts in here, but the dialogue and the art just throw you right the fuck off.
I don't remember now ever really nailing very much. Like,
No, not at all.
the idea, there were some solid ideas, and all I remember was a lot of like Speed Racer comics.
Yeah.
And Ralph Snart, which was like insanely funny back in the day, and probably is aged like fucking month-old bread under a fucking hobo bridge.
Which is to say, not well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine that reading a couple issues of Ralph Snart from 1988 is going to be enjoyable anymore.
I would totally, though, if I found one.
I'd
like,
give it a
just for the hell
shot,
of it.
sure.
Yeah,
I'd
we may
wanna
have to look
see.
into that just to see.
But I ain't holding my breath.
Yeah. All right,
Because
so
let
that
me
was
tell you, that official Ralph Snart Twitter account,
Yeah.
not that fucking funny.
Now, what about, so what else? You got the,
That's a hooker.
you did get the damn
Yeah.
Grendels.
Yeah.
Have you read those yet?
I read those. Those are all done.
What do you think?
I largely enjoyed it, but holy shit, that was the 80s. The Panda Brothers with the art, oh my god, everything was huge shoulders and tiny waists and tapered pants and spiky hairdos with, flyaways that could kill a fucking zombie if you turn your head wrong.
Now, but a win, or because you always talked about that storyline, but I've read a lot more Grendel than you because you don't like it outside of the original. Well, you like Hunter Rose and the original graphic. You like some of the black and white stories, some you didn't. And you've always talked very fondly about this storyline. But I'm reading the issues I have, and I'm like, this is some seriously not AJ shit in some places. There's fucking vampires and weird art and bad hair.
Overall, it's readable. It's keepable. If I could have found it as a cheap trade, I would never have hunted down the issues again.
Right. And if you find a cheap trade, the issues will
I might swap them out. I will swap them out. So that's that. I read 26 issues, 24 including 2 annuals.
Okay.
Of John Byrne's Namor the Submariner.
Are they coming to me or are they not coming to me? They're coming to me.
They're going to you. You don't have to have the annuals if you don't want. There's
you know what?
There's no Byrne in there.
I got to be honest. I'm a completionist freak, so I mean.
But there's no Byrne in there. So
I'll just sit. I'll end up buying the motherfuckers. It's the problem.
But those 24 issues aren't the whole thing anyway.
Well, true. But what'll happen is I'll be like, oh, I'm missing these, and I'll forget Byrne's not in them because I'm a fucking ass. Like, I'm fighting for shit I don't want. Like, that's the genius part of my life. But it'll happen. Like, oh, I need the annual. Damn you. Dude, I now have to hunt down. I'm so pissed about this. I thought I was 100% done. I have to find a stupid Hembeck destroys the Fantastic Four because it's the one. There's a Byrne fucking Fantastic Four page in there. I'm like, shit, I need that. No one needs that.
Actually, you do need one of the annuals because there is a Mignola pinup in it.
Oh, well, see? There you go. Like, shit like that ruins my life. Being a comic collector is the stupidest way to live. And you fight that urge.
That's a title right there.
You fight that urge and you still know it.
Yep. I know exactly what you're saying. Largely, Namor was an okay read. There's a lot of things in there I totally forgot about Namor that I'm kind of...
Like the amnesia and the millionaire and the twins?
No, I remember the amnesia, which is a weird sentence, but whatever.
I remember the amnesia, which is a weird sentence.
I had totally forgotten about the millionaire twins, and I was really, really happy when the brother died.
Spoiler!
I had totally forgotten. Yeah, 30-year-old spoiler. I had totally forgotten about his family life, like who Namor was.
I never read any of them.
I remember Namorita was his cousin.
I think I had 4, like issue 4, not 4 issues. I think I had like one random thing. It's like, oh, it's Byrne. I'll buy it in a $1 box and pick up the rest.
But you know what this crazy thing is with Namorita?
What's that?
She was a naturally carried by her mother clone of her mother.
Oh, no.
The ancient bio-wizard Lyra, or Yira, took a sample of Dorma, or whatever her name was, Namora. Namora? Yeah, Namora.
Namora.
And since Namora was a hybrid herself, she couldn't breed. But she had a perfectly good uterus.
Oh, for fuck's
so
sake.
he took cell samples, fertilized them, and implanted them in her uterus, and she carried her own clone to term.
Super!
Thank you, Johnny Byrne.
So what you're telling me, in essence, is the Jango Fett storyline was stolen from John Byrne. That's how I'm interpreting that to make it less gross for myself. Thank you for sharing that Namora had a perfectly working uterus, though. That was fucking stellar reporting. Here we are on a podcast, once again bringing new effort. Hi there, kids. This is Dr. T.O. Morrow with today's Comic Science Moment. When it comes to cloning yourself, remember, a perfectly good uterus is a terrible thing to waste. This has been Dr. T.O. Morrow with today's Comic Science Moment.
Wow.
You know, every time T.O. Morrow shows up, he's more of a dick lately. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, well, you know, he's gotten worse material to work from.
Well, you know, the comic science just goes everywhere. It's not like he's working a lot either.
Well, no, he's got to get it where he can, doesn't he?
We pay him in
A lot
fucking
like
Scotch,
me.
so.
Hey, oh. So, like I was saying.
Yes, what do you got?
The next thing I went on to was Tom Strong's Terrific Tales.
Oh, okay. Yes, you bought those in bulk,
And I got a boatload of those, and I got a shitload of regular Tom Strongs I never read before either.
Yeah, that book just disappeared for a while.
Yeah, it just kind of faded away a little bit. It's just gone. Yeah. Of course, it didn't help that we were dirt fucking poor and weren't buying comics during that period.
I basically purged myself of it until you brought my stupid ass back.
You're loving every second of it.
I do like the Scotch.
Bing. The Tom Strong stories are pretty good. They're short.
It's
semi-science-y.
Let's
They're
see if I
decent
can do this.
adventure.
There's young Tom Strong.
Yep.
You brought up Johnni Future, which was the Art Adams one.
Yes. Johnni Future is Art Adams going, I feel like playing with myself today.
Yeah, it's like pinup art a lot, right?
It's
very
very,
close to
very
it.
cheesecakey.
Yeah.
Very cheesecakey. Big pouty lips. Big boobs.
Yeah, and it's all a ripoff of Adam Strange.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Pretty
then
much.
there was one more in there too. What am I forgetting?
No, there was plain old Tom Strong stories.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it was two Tom Strongs in the Johnni Future.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's fun. There's a couple of them in there where, Solomon has a completely silent story in there. So, that's pretty good. There's Johnny's origin story. I'm enjoying it. It's a nice trip down the lane, but I'm not sure if I'll keep them. I'm sure somebody will enjoy them.
I may have to. There's a few of those I'm missing, so I may have to.
No, the regular Tom Strongs I'm keeping.
Yes, no, there's a few of the Future. I stopped there like 7 or 8. So.
Oh, well, I got a lot more than that. So.
The regular one gets weird and weird. Did you get to the Elric?
No, I haven't read any of those yet. I'm still working on the Terrific Tales.
Oh, okay.
So, that's going to be a while. At any rate, we've blown 17 minutes talking shit.
Damn, Skippy.
You want to talk books? Of course you do.
I so do.
You totally don't. But you're going to, because that's what I wish.
Dude, I hate zombie films where nothing actually involves a fucking zombie.
Yeah, it takes forever, doesn't it?
Like,
what
you know
is
what?
with this? This guy is slowly deteriorating with his gigantic scratches on his back.
And
he's like, I'm going to go to work today.
I found a fingernail on my back. Yeah, enthralling. Like, I don't want to be bitchy, folks, but if you make a zombie film and you feel that you really don't have to put any money to actually having zombies, you a dick.
Go make another fucking movie, at any rate. So,
all right, what do we got here?
Continuing with that horror theme.
Humongous mutant wasps. Done and done. Stung, ladies and gentlemen. Not sting. Stung. This movie done stung.
Right. So, continuing with the horror theme for November's Independence.
All right, what do we got?
We got Harrow County 7.
There's some feuding between Witchy Jr. and Witchy Jr. Jr.
A little bit. Cammy spends a lot of time wandering around and enticing all the haints that Emmy has placated previously and made peace with. Ugh. All this time, Emmy is making progress moving forward with her dad, which is nice.
Yes.
Because they're family. It's good to see that, despite being a witch that the entire town is worried about, that her pop, who wanted to kill her at one point, is now just totally happy to just, nail boards with her.
I brought this up before. She ensorcelled his chickens. Like, a man can only take so much. Like, you wake up after a normal day's rest in the farm, which is about 7 minutes of sleep a day, and you wake up to ensorcelled chickens, like, some shit's gonna go down. Fucking cows in the backyard, like, shit's going crazy.
She notices through the dragonflies that something's going on. Although, why dragonflies know anything is going on is beyond me.
I actually kind of like it. At this point, we've gotten to a kind of a role where I don't usually try to interrupt your descriptions, because you need a certain rhythm to actually speak succinctly. But, you like that? Nice word. But, I like the way they're using, Southern retro portents and, this whole quasi-witch, quasi-redneck feel to these things.
Okay, well, I mean, it is South Carolina.
But exactly, but it's done in a subtle. It's not like, oh, yep, here's my Confederate flag. I must be a dick. It's it's a Faulkner South. It's there's more depth to it than that. It's not it's small towny, not rednecky, I guess. So I used the wrong word even.
Okay, I can see what you're saying.
But I like that the portents are symbolic of weather and nature and the outside world that she's discovering of the witch world, not,
Okay, I can see that. At this point, she's kept Skin Boy on her side. So, that's nice.
Oh, dude, that dude had, all right, let's look at this from a nerd perspective. When the cute girl's nice to you, you have to hang on. When you live in the fucking woods and you have no skin... and the cute girl's nice to you, you need to lock that shit down. We hanging out forever. As a comic book nerd, I understand to a certain degree when a pretty lady says hello, you're like, oh, she loves me. But
hey,
when I'm a skinless swamp living boy, it's like, holy fuck, she didn't piss on me. Yay! No, he's on her side forever.
She sends him to scout out what old Cammy
I like how
is
you
doing.
just all right, just let him say what he needs to say and then just try and move away from it. No, I'm going to fucking do what I do.
Yeah, I figured so.
Yay!
Emmy catches up with Cammy, denounces her, but the really horrible haints are now on her side.
Except, is the giant one, who's...
The giant black one with the multiple eyes is...
He seems undecided. He might go the other
way.
way.
A little bit.
He doesn't like Emmy, but he really doesn't know if he trusts this one either.
Right. Which could turn something very interesting next issue. It's hard to say.
But you can always count on harpies to go for the evil side. That is just an animal that is consistently a dick. When a harpy shows up, you're like, you're just going to be an asshole, aren't you? Oh, it's a friendly, loving harpy. Has never been by anybody.
I enjoy this book. I'm getting used to the eye changes, which usually irritate me.
It's a
black dot. Oh my god, it's a bug eye. What? No, same person. Next panel.
It works. The artist is so good in taking what should not work for a horror book, this oddly cartoony style.
Yeah.
And there's so much impact and noir, but it's also light enough. You could let your nephews read this up to a certain age.
Sure.
It's scary, but it's not scary.
Yeah.
It's very well done.
It's creepy. It's not scary.
Right.
It's very atmospheric.
No, I'm super happy with this book. I'm glad we get it. It's a good read. Is this a graphic buy for you? $5 trade?
Yeah.
Not
if it's cheap. Because I've read it, so there's no urgency.
And it's not the kind of thing... It's not... You don't tend to revisit horror books all that often.
Not much. So... HELLBOY, 1953. Rawhead and Bloody Bones.
God bless HELLBOY.
You still like these two-story issues?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to read Hellboy stories that are not giant epics of how we killed Hellboy. And
Keep going. You were distracted by boobies.
no, I was distracted by the guy being distracted by movies. So I guess theoretically,
Ew.
yes. It's a deep world.
No, it isn't.
I thought he was going to kill the gardener. No, I like the one-shot feel and whatnot, except these aren't really one-shot because there's a timeline continuing. This is young Hellboy in England with his Professor Brutenholm, and you're learning more about Brutenholm's life, and Hellboy is quicker to anger and less likely to make smart decisions. And if you really know Hellboy, you know like that's really low on the totem then. So there's some very cool things about these, but you go ahead with your plot detail-y.
Well, there's two stories, and in Rawhead, Hellboy and the Prof visit Dr. Sam Dixon, or Dixon and Sam, I got confused about it, who tell the story of a witch loosed from her bonds. This witch was promised Boudicca's soul, and if the witch could drive the
Boudicca.
Romans... Boudicca? It's not spelled that way. It's spelled 2 C's and an A. Yeah.
Boudicca.
Boudicca. What?
I don't know.
Actually, I've seen it Boudicca in other places, but I went with what was here in this one. So, whatever.
Yeah, one of us live in England, but
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
I'm sure you're right.
You're the fucking Mick, you tell me.
I just did, bitch!
Anyway, she was promised the warrior queen's soul if she could drive the Romans out from Druidic UK. The witch's body was stolen by a worshipper intent on using her to revert the country to pre-Roman times. He resurrects the Roman soldiers to fight Prof and Hellboy, but Prof speaks Latin to them and turns them against the witch.
That was funny.
Which was pretty
That was
fucking
awesome.
cool.
Like, dude, you guys are living in a mound under a tree, being eaten by worms, and you're attacking the guy who's trying to get rid of the witch. Who did this to you? And, like, I've never seen that many zombies be like, fuck.
And they're all reversum totatalis.
Or, for those of us who don't speak Latin, meum shitting up, kicking you'em ass, witchy, like, however it goes. Like,
Wow, you couldn't have done a worse pig Latin.
I speak one language.
Poorly.
That's not true. I speak English quite good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. So, over
Me
in,
am English major.
over in
Bitchin'.
Bloody Bones... Rawhead and Bloody Bones are the owners of a pub. They came back to haunt it because it was bought and the name was changed. That's the whole shebang. That's all 8 pages.
This is really very much a one story and then like an 8-page, like a shorter.
Yeah.
I did really like the creepy atmosphere of the way he got the two characters to look nasty.
Yeah.
And then like,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
burn the sun. Will that work? I don't fucking know. And then they're showing up and they burn the sun and they disappear and like, yeah, it worked. Cool. Don't name your fucking bar after serial killing monster demon people again, please.
It's a pretty basic lesson. I mean,
But imagine that, like, if you've ever been to England or read about it or watched a lot of movies, which you have,
yeah.
if all the English bars were going to be haunted by the names of their signs,
That would be some weird fucking
Like-
hauntings.
yeah, like the number of dead deer and fucking overly dressed frogs that be walking around England. Like, why is there a frog in a waistcoat? Oh, we're being haunted by my sign again.
The ducks and hounds
Yeah, like,
living together.
The half a stag, like
Yeah.
the Randy rabbit, like dude.
Ew, can you imagine a
You want to go drink at the Anal Moose?
Everything it can?
Fuck no, Bob. You're a dick for even asking me.
Holy crap. You're on a bit of a roll tonight.
I've been
Long day.
a long day. A lot of long days of late. Yeah, like, and not only, like, wouldn't you immediately then go build a bar in England and be like, oh, the incredibly hot supermodel?
I totally would.
Yeah, like, the zounds of supermodels. What are we being haunted by? The best thing ever.
I would enjoy that. Oh my god.
The zounds of supermodels.
Should I let you run rampant on your one true
No,
love?
you go ahead and do your plot thing.
Well, there isn't much of a plot because...
Yeah, that's why I don't want to run rampant. Okay, we're not even going to tell you what it is yet. I was so excited for this. So ridiculously over it. Like, at first I'm opening it, I'm like, shaking, like, what's going to be tonight? When you get somebody I really like on a character that I really like...
The expectations run high.
Right. And here's the thing. This does not live up to them. And not because it's bad at all. It's a very slow build. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I was like... And it stopped so short.
It does. It's just like, boom, we're done.
I'm like, I literally had to flip, like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I turned the page and I saw an ad and I'm like, wait a minute.
So... But it is really well done, and I'm super looking forward to the next one. And you said it was double shipped.
Yep.
Now, did you buy this in bulk?
No. What do you mean in bulk?
Well, sometimes you buy investment copies.
Oh, no, I did not this time around.
I wasn't
Traditionally
sure.
speaking...
this is not a character
no.
Like, outside of me. All right,
Yeah.
we've been vague enough for too long. Go ahead and do your thing.
This is Warren Ellis's, Ian Fleming's James Bond 007 Vargr, issue 1. And this whole thing is the first 10 minutes of any Bond flick.
That's not true.
Isn't it? 15
Well, yeah, I guess.
minutes.
Yeah, because you get through the whole action sequence into the
Yes.
pre-setup. So, yeah.
The teaser is 007 killing 008's killer. Then there's the requisite Q scene about highly lethal bullets. And the villain twist is that he cannot feel pleasure.
I'm going to correct you on a small point, which has no meaning. It's the armorer, not Q yet.
Ah.
Yes, there was also an armorer. Not often in the films. He did appear once or twice, but not as regular as Q.
Oh, I see. I just assumed it was a new Q.
Yeah.
So, enjoyable enough, but very, very light and very, very quick and very, very abrupt.
Yeah, well done. If this were a graphic, you just go to the next page and not even think twice about it.
Right.
But from the perspective, you're like, oh my God, Bond! Ah! And you're like, stop short just a little bit. Like, it's like you're running to the pool and you're about to jump in and somebody suddenly yells and you get like a toe over it. Your whole body's like waving to try and pull your ass back. Like, I'm gonna get wet. God dang it, Mom. I may be dumb.
It's true,
possible.
man. It's true.
Dude, there's a big pile of me so far. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens. What's next for you is Big Trouble in Little China 18.
Koshai the Deathless.
Yeah.
We have agreed to dump this book.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. And this was actually funnier than the last one.
You can continue to have it if you want.
I don't. That's the
I
thing.
don't care.
It's not something like I'm not going to revisit
I don't care
these
for
a
it.
lot. Like,
Well, those first 12, I mean, they were a lot of fun. They
Yeah.
ramped up, and I laughed my ass off on many of them.
and this does get funnier, but it's just like the character now. It's stock characters. It doesn't feel.
It doesn't feel like Jack. It doesn't feel like Egg. Yes, they've advanced in years. It's been 30 years for them.
Well, it
blah,
has
blah.
it for Jack, and
Yeah.
but the character was a little obtuse, not a bone-numbing moron.
Wasn't that what I was trying to say last issue?
Not as well because you don't like him.
Oh, no.
It's hard because I love that movie. You're like, he's not appealing to begin with. I disagree. I think the guy's awesome, but this doesn't feel awesome. And then like the daughter, and now the weird fucking overly nerdy. It's like a bad ABC Family sitcom with Koshai the Deathless. Like,
Isn't it, though?
but you had to enjoy this issue, if only for Thunder, Lightning, and Rain teaching you how to play poker with the weird Harry Potter and.
All right, the various icky wizards in playing poker in hell were fine themselves.
But all the
But I didn't
screened
need half
instructions?
the book being an instruction manual.
No, and that's the thing. It's just
That
Van Lente
he got
has-
away light on that. Is like, oh, I'll pull up the Wikipedia for Texas Hold'em and write that into it.
You know what? He's a thinker. He's a very smart guy. He has a lot of clever ideas, but he doesn't always deliver on the entertainment around them.
Yeah.
I guess. I do like Fred Van Lente. I think he's very clever and he is funny, but this isn't. I'm not in tune with the humor of this book where I want to keep reading it, unfortunately.
Right on. I'm with you.
I will say, though, if whichever one I end at, this hasn't ended, I may pick up the final one of this storyline somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Just to know it hasn't been awful, but I'm not, we need to trim books anyway, and this is just one that can go.
Yeah.
As opposed to the next one, which we don't want to go.
No, well, I mean, we don't want to, but it's going anyway. It's just flat out ending. Fade Out 11 is the penultimate storyline, or the penultimate issue in this story. How's that? It's sometime before Val's death, Charlie took care of her one particularly bad drunk. Now, in a ridiculously underplanned idea, Gil and Charlie sneak into Kamp's estate. Not only do they find no evidence, but they find Kamp in the tub, dead. They get interrupted, Gil opens fire, and they escape. But Gil is hit. Oh. A lot of fun.
It's hard to even really discuss. Like, shit just goes badly. Again.
They weren't thinking. They thought they could get what they want by a little B&E, and it turns out there was nothing there, and they're going to get caught red-handed with blood that ain't even theirs. They're fucked.
The thing is, Brubaker has this really awesome tendency in books to punish the bad guy without the good guy actually winning.
That's a good point.
You don't feel like, the bad guy's won, but you don't exactly feel like, he got the girl and he's going to live happily. How?
Oh, no, he's not. Old Charlie is not getting away with fucking Maya.
No. On a scale from 1 to fucked, Charlie is still fucked.
Fucked plus.
Yeah. At the wedding, it's like, hi, fucked, party of 2. And you knew Gil was never making it out of this sucker.
No, Gil was he was on the block from like issue 2. He didn't show up enough. He didn't contribute enough. He was too mad.
You know what? Great character. It just in Noir, the overly moody, less bright friend is not making it out okay.
Not usually.
You don't see a lot of films where Humphrey Bogart and his partner are like, hey, that was a wacky adventure. Let's get some pancakes.
There are no pancakes in Noir. There's Scotch and misery.
And hot ladies.
Well, yes. That's a given. So, over in We Stand on Guard 5. This is also a penultimate.
Thank fuck.
Victoria, the American, meets Thomas, brother of Amber, on an American work farm. She thinks he's an American VR, or is that backwards?
No, she...
Oh, that's right.
She presumes that he is.
Yeah. But he proves he's real by giving her a candy bar. It's like, have a Snickers. I'm real.
That's a really weird proof. I was a little like, it's virtual reality. You're telling me I'm going to be fooled? Like, no, it would. Because if you think about it, the proof, and this is the proof of this candy bar is my problem with this whole fucking comic. If you think about it, because okay, think about this from your logical scientific brain.
Yeah.
Okay, his proof is the candy bar tastes too real to be a virtual reality candy bar. This is a point being made by a person who, if he was a virtual reality person, would not be like, oh yeah, are you tasting that excellent fucking candy bar? It's fake. I mean, you just gave up your secret base because a cyber version of your dad was thinking about having sex with you. If that was so fucking realistic that was a legitimate possibility, the fucking candy bar would not be too complicated.
It's true. It's very true.
And that's my problem with this whole book, is like, it seems like a cool idea, and then you get to the logic, like, no, that's just dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, like a country that can make giant fucking flying boob nipple ships, but they can't make fucking water. Try again.
And this stupid-ass laser gun that cuts through everybody, but somehow the machinery keeps working?
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
Like, if I'm in a car and you hit it with a laser that cuts me in half, the car is done. And I don't mean like, oh, it's not driving anymore. No, it's done. Like, you can't listen to the motherfucking radio. If you don't want to try and pry open the trunk or watch a tire spin, that fucker's scrap. That's it. End of fucking ball game. Oh, it's like, oh, we just cut the driver in half. Hey, hit him with a gun. No, fuck no. We just got cut in half. We're just going to lie here and bleed quietly.
The Canadians' whole thing is we just realized that we're on the world's largest deposit of arsenic. And if they bomb us effectively enough, that arsenic leaks into the water supply. So now we're going to tempt them as much as we can to get them to sabotage themselves and with fucking arsenic. And I'm like, they can make giant boob nipple ships. They can filter fucking arsenic. Come on. Stop it, stop it, stop it. And eventually Amber makes a suicide run to the U.S. base, and the book closes, and I don't care.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this to be over. I don't like it. I dislike giant fucking mech to begin with, and this...
I adore giant mechs, but this ain't working for me. Give me a fucking break, man. Yeah. And the whole, yes, I'm using science fiction to comment on the current world with its poor resources and American imperialism and
Oh, by the way,
I'm a fucking adult who has made it to this point in life. I got a pretty good idea that we're not as hunky-dory as the rest of the world. We would like the rest of the world to think we are. Okay? I don't need you shoving it up my ass with smart mouth irritating Amber.
Also, and getting back to the same fucking stupid logic, if you have a friend of yours who's a prisoner and he's surrounded by 8 or 9 guys, and you open up on them with a chain gun, you don't have a friend anymore. He doesn't get in the fucking van.
Nope.
No more van for Bobby.
Nope.
Bobby's a stain of goo next to 8 fucking American stains of goos in the Canadian wilderness.
But you know what?
And he gets cut up by a damn laser anyway, so why the fuck did you even save him?
But you know what? This whole argument is moot, because if we brought this to somebody like Jim Zub, or, which kind of surprised me, or Grant Morrison, they'd be like, what are you worried about? It's a made-up story. You think I'm kidding?
No, I don't care about that. Like, I don't agree with that pattern of logic. Like, if you're going to make up a story, you have to have an inherent logic. If the character, suddenly it's like, I enjoy fucking pumpkins. I'm just going to go fuck this pumpkin right now. It's like, Bob, we're in the middle of a sales pitch. Like, I don't know where you're going with this, but I'm super confused. You're going to be sitting there like, why is Bob fucking a pumpkin on page 7? Like, this is a 9-page fucking treatise on how to sell flares. There shouldn't be pumpkin fucking. Like, is this a prank? Ashton Kutcher, are you nearby? Like, shit should not involve pumpkin fucking. You have to maintain a certain level of logic. And the thing about this book that drives me crazy is that it seems like there's a logic, and then there just isn't. And it goes back to like, oh, hey, I hate Americans. Oh, she's one of us.
Oh,
what would an American plant say? Like, all right, we're an evil country. Are we that fucking dumb that our spies are like, yeah, I'm fucking Canadian. Love the Yankees. No!
It just doesn't fit. Maybe if he had more than 6 issues to whine to us.
No, because the thoughts are, like, the concepts are all well put out in the 6 issues. It's just, again, it's missing key points. Like, it's just missing in certain areas.
I think it's probably the first time I've not been happy with BKV. Not everybody bats 1,000.
Nobody.
That's true.
Literally nobody.
Yeah, ever. What in the fuck is going on in this movie?
I've never seen a wasp bite do that.
I don't want to see a wasp bite do that. I don't need no old man ass shaking in the breeze. So over in Velvet 12...
rapidly changing gears
so we can actually enjoy our book. Over in Velvet 12... Oh, wow. Lots of wasps. X-33 is sent to work on Velvet so the agency can find Lake. X-33 flies to NYC, where Velvet visits her childhood home, anticipating agents would look for her there. She nearly takes them all out because they do, but one gets the drop on her, and X-14 steps in. Through the night, Velvet and people she paid to pose as her throwing off the trail wander around town. which is pretty good. She just like, wear this wig, here's some dough, walk around, make it look like you're me.
No, it's a clever idea.
It's good spy stuff. It's simple. It was effective.
And it's annoying.
It did not rely on people being credulous.
Nope. No lasers, no cyber versions.
And of course, 14 and Velvet have sex because that's what you do.
Even though neither of them trust the other one.
Even though they never trust. Because she sneaks out while he's sleeping, finds Bronson's lawyer, formerly diplomatic assistant, now waitress. And the waitress is about to spill it all when Damian Lake shows up. Boom. Huh?
It's so good. It's
shit,
such
huh?
an awesome book.
The way Velvet just kind of talks to the waitress is like, look, man, I'm not here to play fuck around. I know who you are. I know what you did. I've got the phone records. Just tell me what pieces I'm missing.
By the way, like, how fucked are you in a political career when you go from diplomatic aide to waitress?
It's pretty bad. She knew way too much, and no one was going to promote her because of that fuck up. I can't enjoy... I cannot see how anyone would not enjoy this. I can't imagine how it could get better. It's just such an incredibly high level of quality and amazingness.
No, it is an awesome, awesome book.
Fucking Brubaker and Epting are fucking gifts to comics.
No, it's a joy, and they're not on par for me with
Brubaker Phillips.
Yeah, like you have to earn that over a long period of time. And so far, they've done 2 quality books together. Like
this and Cat.
Right. When you have 8 more, then we'll talk. But it's some exceptional shit.
I'm glad that there's partnerships like that floating around.
I wish that there were more than with people other than just Brubaker.
Well, I mean, who else works with a lot of people? Ennis works with McRae a lot.
That's true, and Dylan.
And that's almost always quality.
And Esquera.
Esquera, yeah.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Gillen frequently works with McElvey. What else? I'm sure we'd find something else.
Oh, yeah.
Over in Rebels 8. You're mad about this because you don't think there's enough war going on.
No, it's not even that. It's another one shot. It's
still want Seth.
Issue, I do. I want. Well, I'm disappointed that Rebels didn't go the way I wanted it to, which would have been a slow, long build over one storyline, which I thought would have been awesome. He went a different route. That's his right. I do think
this is where you're being an unreasonable human being.
No, what I'm about to say is where I'm being an unreasonable human being. Because we're now on issue 8. So the first 6 issue storyline is about Seth, but it's also in equal part about his wife and her travails. Mm-hmm. The next issue is about a camp follower who becomes a cannoneer.
Right.
And this issue is about a young lady who is a spy and a freed slave. And in 8 issues, in Revolutionary War America, a female is either the lead or the secondary lead character. And I think while the writing is solid and the idea is solid, maybe stagger that out a little bit because, let's be honest, I'm not anti-women leads in comics, and I think you know that about me.
Yeah.
There really weren't that many.
I'm going to tell you the truth here, and I don't mean to flat out dispute you.
No, you have every right.
But I don't know enough revolutionary history to make that confident an assertion.
And in all honesty, I don't either. But the fact is, even if there are 4, if you in the first 12 issues doing all of them,
well, that's a good point. Spread that shit out.
And that's all I'm saying. You know me well enough to know that I want different war stories and I want more depth. But if you tell the story of every female in the Revolutionary War success story immediately.
What have you got for later?
So,
right?
you know...
But anyway, we haven't even said who the fuck this is yet.
Right, you go ahead. But that, like, and it's, I don't want it to come across as sexist. I just want to see there's a variety to these stories, but there's also a kind of almost a central theme.
Yeah.
And if you were going to do a war series about women in war, do it over many wars, that could be a cool concept in and of itself.
Sure.
You would look at that.
Oh, yeah. I'd totally buy that. So, the point is, this particular one is named Silence Bright, which is a pretty weird name. She's a printer, publishing seditionist pamphlets and papers, posting them on walls in public. With a little detective work, the Redcoats pick her up and send her to Newgate Prison, right here in Connecticut. How's it going? Even visited it in 8th or 9th grade.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I never did that.
It's fucking creepy. It's
an ex-prison.
It's a fucking mine turned into a prison. It's a copper mine turned into a prison.
I need to go to this.
Where we saw the shackles still attached to the fucking rock walls.
I totally need to go to
out
this.
in the open with no fucking bars. It was...
You don't have to bar them in when they're shackled. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it's like right into the rock walls. It was like, oh my God, they didn't. You fuckers couldn't even sit down, could you? I don't know. And then there's like veins of copper coming out the walls, and it's like, wow, they're gonna scratch the shit out of themselves. They're gonna like get fucking infections, and man. The penal system was not fucking cool 250 years ago.
Hey, you know what? You didn't break the law
It ain't
twice.
cool now, but...
There were no 3 strikes laws back then, you know.
No, there weren't. Anyway, yeah, which I've been to. She meets Jane Franklin there, who encourages Silence's writing. She's very philosophical. In 1776 New York City, Clayton Freeman meets Seth Abbott, our last hero.
That was kind of cool.
There's actually 2 stories in here, which we totally skipped. Initially, they're watching the burning of Manhattan, but Seth notices that Clayton's coat is missing a patch, revealing him to be a slave freed to fight the British. They argue about Clayton being a traitor, which he refutes. Clayton escapes. Okay. Short, to the point.
Leading elsewhere, probably.
Not
down
sure
the
that
line.
there is a point in this one. There will be a point later, probably, but whatever. At any rate, yeah, Seth is not happy about that because it's like, the British freed you so you could fight for them. Now, I get that you're free, but you're not really free. The Limeys are not going to let you just have 40 acres, dude.
No, it's and that, you know, I guess that's my real problem with it. I don't want this to come across as sexist because I don't mean it to be. Although perhaps my own.
Hey, we're off that story. We're on Seth's story now.
Yeah, but I'm going to hit that too in a sense. Like, there's such a almost liberal agenda to these stories. You know, I want to see the book succeed because I'm interested in the Revolutionary War. I don't know a ton about it.
Holy shit, she just got stung straight through her fucking head through a door. Ah! Hey, excuse me.
Rah, rah, rah. Macho, macho, macho.
You were saying?
Drink, drink, drink.
Go on.
So I don't want to be caught up into the ultimate equality freaking book, and I don't have a problem with equality either. It's the fucking Revolutionary War. There wasn't a whole shit ton of that lying around.
I get it, but you're really pushing it.
I don't, because
you've made very good points and you've made them.
Yeah, I see where you're going. I guess because there are, when you write something and you just gloss over it with this thick fucking everything's equal and fine, it's not real anymore. And the Seth thing was so cool because it was so real. Because, like, here's a guy and here's a woman who had to do it on her own. And that was a cool story. And then now suddenly it's like everybody's equal and everybody is. And what I liked about the original story is lost in now what was the point they were making what I thought it was, or is it going a different way?
All right, so what I'm getting here is you think that they're going to eventually end up having a spin where the stories are spread out between the two types.
You know, if you break down the average revolutionary, he's a slightly racist or very racist and sexist, overly wealthy landowner. You know, these are your heroes. And if you're going to change all that history and make everybody super awesome and nice and togetherness,
well, yeah, that throws it way off.
And that's where I'm coming from. Like, maybe I'm presenting it poorly, and I apologize for that.
You did.
But I've said all along, like, I'm trying to be careful in this. But you have to admit, like, if you're suddenly going to make everybody, you know, hunky-dory and cool with everybody, there's a complete lack of historical accuracy.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then you're reading...
Well, now that you've restated it, I'm with you.
Then you're just making our fighting Marine, like, back from the 60s in Charlton. You know, where suddenly every enemy soldier's a racist asshat, and that's equally stupid. You know?
All right, great. I'm with you. Now that makes sense.
I'm sorry, because I'm trying to hedge it. You know what I mean? Because it could come across as really bad. And by trying to cover it, I made it sound worse.
Yes, you did.
Fuck you. You're just sitting there like, oh,
hey, I don't get to gloat like, too terribly fucking often around here.
That is true.
Let's talk about Atomic Robo and A Ring of Fire #3. Well, Robo's team gets to China to work with the PLA, People's Liberation Army. Wow, they still call it that.
Well, you know, there's only so many letters. Like,
now,
PMG can only mean so many things.
Right. Shut up. They want Ultra dismantled because Ultra shouldn't exist, which pretty sure we covered last time.
Yeah.
Right. So, Robo starts working on a new body while the others determine if nukes inside Biomega will actually work and prevent fallout. Over at Big Science Tokyo, which I can't put past any Japanese firm actually calling themselves. Considering the names they give their
and
TV
I'm the racist.
Considering the names they give their fucking TV shows, it would actually make more sense than some of the names on those TV shows. At least it's clear. Big Science Tokyo. We're big, we do science, we're in the city. Have you seen the title? Have you flipped through Netflix and seen the titles on anime lately?
No.
You never know what you're getting into.
Thank fuck.
Anyway, the Mecha are taking out, the Titans are taking out Biomecha, but at a great cost in equipment. To get by not being able to make a small enough reactor for Robo, they take juice wirelessly directly from the Chinese grid. And the Chinese may or may not like that. Understandably, you're stealing our fucking electricity, man. You're not even plugged in.
You know, you just turned into Rodney Dangerfield for a minute there, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
I get no respect. Don't worry, I'm not looking this time. I can't do it right.
On the menu, they had broken leg of lamb.
Yeah.
The team theorizes that Biomegas may eventually beat all life on Earth and then spread to space. Woo! Well, blowing minds.
One of the cool things about Atomic Robo is that there's an undercurrent of real science mixed in with a ton of insane science.
Sure.
And
which I dig the shit out of.
Yeah, and I love the idea that the Biomega are undestroyable. Like, if you hurt them, they fall back and eventually come back. Like, you cannot kill them. Mm-hmm. Because if you watch those movies, those motherfuckers always come back. It's like, no matter what you do to them, they just show up again. So they've incorporated that ridiculous little storyline into their scientific logic and then build off of it as if it's fact, which just makes it awesome.
It does make it awesome, but you know what? I'm not getting any laughs out of this issue.
You didn't think Atomic Robo, the little box thing?
That did amuse me.
But not like a full-on laugh.
Right.
Yeah, but honestly...
It's neat, but it's slightly missing fun, and it's definitely missing funny.
Yeah, but didn't you find the Western one had that same problem in a lot of places?
Yeah.
I think they've come to a point where they're hitting that big storyline thing, and so they're losing the humor for this story. There are little like cheap jokes, like making fun of this guy, and they have two of the scientists hooking up and pretending not to be.
Right.
So
right.
they're still playing things lightly for laughs. Mm-hmm. But Robo is so serious, other than the fact that he's in.
But he's facing such incredibly serious situations.
Right. So they have definitely downplayed that, and they were doing that for a while. If you think back, the last 4 series have been pretty serious, with the exception of the savage sort of Dr. Dinosaur that just flipped the insanity switch up like 500. But even before that, like the Ghost of Static X. Station. I always get that wrong.
And why?
Because I'm dumb. And apparently a racist, sexist act. Like,
I don't know about that, but
the point being,
you could speak better. I don't think you're an ass.
I've been up since 5, and you hand me a giant Scotch. You're lucky I'm not speaking in tongues. But yeah, like they've in order to keep moving the story forward, they've moved away from the lighter silliness.
Yeah,
and the books are still great. The art is still awesome, and it is a very amusing book. But yeah, the straight up like, oh my god, that shit is really funny. I'd like to see that come back a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, because the ghost of Station X, the Flying Hellcats, the Western one, this one, none of those were laugh riot. Although Station X ended up being pretty funny by the end.
Yeah. Once I get through these 150 some odd back issues and all those trades you gave me, maybe I'll have to do a Atomic Robo reread.
I've thought about doing that too. I gotta figure out which ones I have signed and which ones I don't, and which ones I'm missing. The downside of keeping the signed stuff separately is now they just fucking like, do I own this? Is it in there, or is it just not here? So confusing.
We got to get you a system. Anyway, over in Saga 31. Ugh, wow. Hazel is in class under art assignment to draw something that makes her sad. She covers that up, though, because it might reveal who she is. Her teacher tries to encourage her with a book, and in a flashback, Hazel, Grandma, etc. are captured by the robot empire. They get sent to a detainment camp, and Isabel poses as Dr. Pig to get them out, which amused me.
Yes, that was pretty funny. So you like Dr. Pig, you hate Professor Pig.
Yes. Critical differences between the two. Critical differences.
I only accept a certain academic level of Pig.
And for some bizarro reason, on Hazel's 4th birthday, she meets a hermaphrodite. Trusting her teacher, Hazel releases her wings. The teacher faints and cracks her head open, probably dead.
That was unexpected.
A little bit. I didn't know what to do with the hermaphrodite either. I was like, I'm just going to walk into the shower. Oh, pee-pee. What?
Well, see, I think there's an issue in this book of every character having depth.
All right.
Any sort of way. And sometimes, again, there's a lack of subtlety to that. But the other cool thing about it is it doesn't draw any attention to it either.
Yeah, nothing major. It doesn't make a whole issue out
exactly.
of soliloquies about the importance of why hermaphrodites should not be harassed.
Like the two reporters being a couple.
Yeah.
Like, fine. Do we need to know that to move that story forward at all? Not even
really.
A little. But did they spend any time or make that like a political cause? No, not even a little.
Right.
It's just they are.
Yeah.
And so is it a light touch? No. But is it heavy-handed? No.
Yeah, I mean, it seems likely we'll see this character again.
Right, and you know what? They will address that probably here or there, but will that be the defining characteristic of that character? Not even
probably
a little.
not.
And that's the cool thing about it.
Yeah.
Because it never is. And you're talking about two people who are in a forbidden romance.
Right.
So, by investing in the entire story, all these other people in unstereotypical circumstance,
all right,
we have an expanded worldview. So there's a semi point to it too, if you will, which is cool because it's done, but it's not drawn attention to.
Right.
But in order for it to be a point, it's not so much subtle because there's no fucking director's cut commentary track on comic books. You're like, oh, those reporters were a couple. I was trying to say that. Like, no, you have to draw it out a little bit more because it's a motherfucking comic book.
Right on. December 7th.
December 7th.
A
A day that will live in infamy.
Oh, boy.
You love that I immediately did that.
Yes. I mean, what else would you do? So, on the failed terraformed planet Hepton, I don't know why that's funny.
Come on, dude. Say that out loud and try and take yourself seriously at the same time.
On the failed terraformed planet Hepton.
Couldn't do it. You're like, nope, Hepton is impossible.
Because you! I was fine till you brought it up. What the fuck you're talking about? It sounds like lepton. It's a real particle. You think I'm kidding?
No, I know that
It's
you're
a
not.
subatomic particle.
And what does it do?
It doesn't do anything. It's a subatomic particle. It's a fucking building block of matter.
Lepton.
Yeah. Look it up.
I'm pretty sure he fought Superman one time.
Anyway.
He's a giant green rabbit.
Greenhouses are run by hidden robots, and a scrapper takes them all out for the bounty. Fucking up the entire ecology of the planet that has already been
Dude,
fucked
that
up.
was so insane and
Wasn't
cool
it?
and fucked up. Like, the robots are like, you know, we understand and we know that you want to kill us, but if you do that, all these people will die. That's true, but you're still a robot. Like, that is the most Clint Eastwood, like, even a Clint Eastwood character would be like, fuck, really? I just shot 52 people in the head, and I'm like, you're a dick.
I'm going to figure this out. Over on Ganesh, Tim's 21 and 22 have met, and 22 assassinates the king. Just out of nowhere, is like, yeah, I'm here to, boom, kill the king of Ganesh. Holy shit. 21 is told that the hardwire needs him. 22's father notes only 21 is leaving as the Ganeshian guards show up. 21 refuse. Do you think I'm kidding with this?
No, I'm trying to remember.
Reread it?
No, I'm trying to remember who wrote it.
Lemire. 21 refuses to leave without Telsa and the doctor, so Dad concedes. On a scrap sat, the scrapper from Hepton is looking for a new job, and he hijacks a job already taken, and that job is to take out Tim 21.
His ex-robot.
Boom, brothers. Sorry, Andy. Yeah, you gotta go fuck up your own pal. That's gonna present a lot of conflict.
Dude, it's awesome. Like, this book is so fucking good. To kind of put it into perspective, imagine if in Toy Story, years later, Woody and Buzz were wandering the universe, and suddenly Andy came back as an intergalactic toy bounty hunter. Like, that's the level of fucked up that this is.
It's true, man. They even got the same names.
This shit is so fucking good.
The dialogue is snappy. It makes sense. There's logical plot points. Nothing just leaps from here to there and hopes you can catch up.
And everyone moves like a real character with a real depth.
Yeah.
And Tim, even the moment where Tim's like, oh, we have to go back for Crusher and your sergeant. And the captain's like, that's not going to happen, little buddy.
There's gigantic wasps coming out of every dead body everywhere. I don't like this movie.
It's called Stung. It's about killer wasps. You were never going to like this movie.
Although I'm happier with the practical effects than I've been in a long time for other movies.
You were saying? As they just threw a fucking...
Well, I mean, there's only so much you can do with that. You can either chuck it, or you can put it on a string and make it even worse.
I suppose that's true.
And I'm pretty sure with the budget they got, CGI was not going to help them. Anyway, yeah, totally amazing book.
One of the best things in comics right now.
I cannot wait to get all of these signed at fucking Emerald. Can't wait.
This was a double sign, too. Wynn and Lemire eventually.
Is he going to show up?
No, I mean eventually.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. Now, one of these days, that's on shorter run things, that's my goal. Like, get everything signed. You know?
So,
like for Connor and stuff on Power Girl, I want all 14 of them signed. And I'm pretty close.
yeah, what are you missing? Like 2 or 3?
Tops, yeah. And then, like, the Fraction Iron Man run, That won't be difficult. Neither will the Thor run. 2-3 cons tops, that should be done.
Well, Fraction Iron Man is like 60 plus issues.
Yeah, but you make Andrew do a couple. You make Dante do a couple. I ain't got to do them all myself.
I suppose that's true.
And there's, 3 days at a time here. Might get lucky and you might go to special edition. I can drag one of the boys to do it.
That's true. All right, you have a plan. And
See, I got it all together. What's up with that, man?
all right.
Up over in War Stories 14, Tokyo Club Part 2. You can go ahead and have some doers, my pal.
Ooh.
Don't you woo doers, man, because that's
I said ooh.
That was a woo.
No. Woo is a woo.
Oh,
man.
you're a weird cat.
Dude, I'm a Ric Flair guy. What do you want from me?
Yeah, I know you are. Flary. You're a flary. Go ahead and shake your head, boy. Anyway, after a raid on a Japanese training squadron, the pirates relax in hot baths and getting massages. Ooh. Palmer has recriminations about the raid, however, and we get to see some back and forth between a Marine and the Flyboys, with the Marine not feeling that the base is and its mission is significant enough for the cost of his men that captured the island. And maybe that's accurate and maybe that ain't. But it's probably more personal than the rest of the scale of the war really allows for.
Well, I think that's the whole point of this entire arc. And this is actually my favorite of the new arcs, because there's that depth of writing in, because you're looking at it from two, you've had a lot, everything he does has two stories.
Yeah.
The main war story and the deeper. Here's a Nazi not sleeping with a younger girl. Does that make him a better person? No, he was still a fucking torturing asshole to everyone else. But in this one, you've got, a look at you have a third agenda, in a sense, which is to look at the war as a whole.
Right.
How do you judge successful costs in war?
Well,
Casualty rate.
the only real way to do it is, does it usher in the closing of the war faster?
But can you ever really know that on an
Not till
individual
it's over.
basis? And even
Never
then,
till it's over.
even then, how much can be yes, this one was successful, but was this one doing this time or doing this? How many of them aren't, and you never really know? You know what I mean? It's such an overall. And when they're sitting there, in this scenario, by bombing Japan, you're ending the war. But when you're going on a mission where your plane literally doesn't have the ability to make it there and back.
Yeah, now you've become a kamikaze pilot and you can't fight any further.
But not even necessarily that. You're sending people on what's almost a suicide mission to not even necessarily make it. It's so insane of a basic idea. And that's the cool thing about this, is you've got the individual personal story, the depth of, are my friends worthwhile loss, like the Saving Private Ryan story, if you will. And then you have the whole war's kind of insane that these are the choices we make. So, boom to boom to boom,
Right. I see it. No, I dug this one. And further on in the story, on the way back, they come across this. Was it on the way out or on the way back?
The way back.
On the way back, there's this monstrously huge storm, and they can't get over it in time. So they have to pretty much desperately try to fly through it. And Palmer's the only one that gets out of it.
Of the lead three.
Of him and his buddies that we are following.
Right. Of the three, the first one died pointlessly when a guy suddenly showed up and stabbed him for no reason.
Yeah.
The second one is lost returning from a mission because his plane runs out of fuel in a storm.
Right.
So, the casualties of war are happening in just bizarre ways.
Yeah, it's not straight up enemy engagement on the battlefront.
Right.
Yeah,
it's, it's not the Dirty Dozen, cool action. Oh, we lost Chucky. You're I use something other than Bobby for once.
I enjoy it. It makes you think. It makes you think a little more than the average war book.
Yeah, it really does.
it does bring a heavy hand sometime, but I don't personally feel he ever gets preachy with it.
No, well, some of the other ones felt more so than this. Is a really it's a challenging tone, particularly because he's trying to do new things all the time.
Right.
Like the 1,000-Year War, where it's basically just talking.
Yeah,
veered that way a little bit.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
The Irish one went the other because it didn't. It was more like, oh, it was just a stupid idea that I was going to shoot you over my dead. Never mind.
Yeah.
Let's just not talk about it. You want part of my cookie? Like, pretty unpreachy that route.
A little bit.
But it also didn't have the depth of the, and that's the real challenge, to get depth of story without being preachy.
Yeah. All right, I'm good. So, oh shit, I think I broke my glasses again. No, No, it's fine.
My powerful grasp has ripped my own glasses apart while adjusting them on my face.
Oh, they were already broken. They're repaired.
Dude, I'm giving you like this Hulk rep. Like, don't ruin it.
What? Nobody's gonna believe that.
Hulk smash glasses.
No smash glasses. Over in Invisible Republic, we can finish this up soon, okay? We got Invisible Republic, and then we got 3 issues that we can blow right through of Shadow. So, in the Invisible Republic, at the Avalon Terminal, this guy is trying to get into Woronov's movements. He's trying to find out what Woronov's doing. Maya's citadel comes under attack, targeting Reveron. In the past, Arthur points out to Maya the parallels between himself and Pendragon, which I think are like, really, dude?
You have the same first name.
You're getting that far back, and you're getting that big a scale?
Yeah.
Really? You're a little full of yourself now, my man.
And we both wear beards!
I was like, really, man? Just, okay, whatever, sure. Nika takes Maya shopping in an exclusive district. Now, we shift back to our own point of view time, and Bab is rescued during an assault by Maya and some soldiers. And at the shopping bazaar, Jars takes off, but Maya notices, and Arthur confronts her about Jars, and Maya questions the mission. Later, Arthur comes back, and Maya suspects him of murdering Jars. And it flips so many times between past and present, past and present, past and present. And I'm just like, can you please fucking focus for just more than 2 fucking pages? Okay? Please. There's no parallels going on. You're just stopping one story for another. You know, it's not simply, I'm relating this story, now hang on, I'm going to have a page while I argue with somebody and I'll go back to the story I was relating. No, it's just 2 pages, switch. 2 pages, switch. And that is happening so fucking much in modern comics. And it's really getting tiresome.
You know, we can never go back to the simple one story, no long depth stories.
And I don't want... You know, if you can spend half a book, a third of the book, consistently on what you want to focus on that time, instead of diddly bopping around like a fucking fart on a hot skillet. As one of my sergeants used to say.
Okay, fair enough. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? The thing about Invisible Republic is I just don't care. Like, if you...
Not anymore.
I love the opening, and it's never really lived up to what I thought it was. Like, it didn't go where I thought it would go. And that's not the book's fault. Obviously, I have an idea. It has an idea. Its idea is more valid because it got published. And I'm just sitting there going, that would have been cool. Didn't do it. I can book raw, you know, like armchair quarterback all day long. But the fact of the matter is, like, there's a real depth to this story in terms of the Arthur character. Like, it's like... I guess my problem with Invisible Republic is it's a political thriller.
Yeah.
You have a guy who ends up being a villainous leader who starts as a rebellious leader.
Sure.
Except he's not even really a leader. Like, they're showing you the history behind it, and you're like, oh, he's a dick who married well. Like, I don't fucking care.
He eventually becomes a figurehead, I'm assuming. And then he decides that's
or
not
he becomes a
enough.
completely dictatorish asshat.
Probably.
But either way, like, that's not my idea of a good time. And it's also dipping into your horrible dystopia of, oh, it's in the future, must suck.
Yep.
Like,
which I'm also getting tired of.
There's too
You
many.
can't just have a story that's in the future and things are generally okay. If it's the future, everything's got to blow.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that.
Well, it's the same Marvel comic. You're like, oh, you really bright? You must be an emotionless dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yo, Disney.
Oh, you're a father? You must be fucking piece of shit.
Yep. Oh, are you a princess? Your father must be dead. Like, come on!
Yeah.
Are you a clock? You probably talk and sing. Like, come on!
All right, now you're pushing it.
It's what I do. So, the other thing is, we were really excited because, like, better sci-fi was happening in comics, but now it's everywhere, and you have to step up.
Yeah.
Like, I just read Descender, like, your little invisible revolving gas is just not holding its, you know. Daddy has a favorite child, it turns out. So, get the belt, bitch.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. I should not have given you that second scotch.
You know, it's been a really long day.
Woo.
Dude, I never ever saw a belt. If somebody actually pulled that shit, I'd probably pass out. Like, can't even imagine.
I saw belts.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I saw them coming right at me.
Woo! Thank you, Ric Flair.
So let's finish off with Cullen Bunn'S Shadow 2, 3, and 4.
So let's get the big caveat out of the way.
Yeah.
The art style in this book is weird.
At points, Giovanni Timpano is okay.
Yeah, no, there's
and
some
I
strong
don't mind it at all.
There's
And
some
then
really good-looking shadow splash pages and whatnot.
Everything's clear for the most part, but there are also points where you're just like, what just happened?
Dude, those little ancient monkey ninja monster things are some of the ugliest motherfuckers.
Yeah, those things are disgusting.
And not like designed to be like, that looks awful. Although you had to enjoy the moment where the shadow's like, I haven't really spent enough time warping the minds of animals. If I survive this, I'll have to work on that. You just know that guy has no fun at parties.
That's totally something he'd think, though.
It's the you can totally see the Batman in the shadow in those moments come out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, I probably haven't spent enough time trying to learn Mandarin's ninja writing.
Mandarin's ninja writing. Wow. What really happens in these 3 issues, though? The whole point is that the Society of Magicians, or there's 2 groups. There's the Society of Magicians, right? And then there's the what's the other one called?
The other Society of Magicians. Like, it's really not a drastically different name.
All right. Well, there's 2 societies of magicians, and one is sponsored, overseen, created by this woman who claims that she's the reincarnation of Nitocris, the queen pharaoh of Egypt,
right,
at some point, who knew all there was to know about resurrection and magic and mysticalness. And the other one is the group that's after Houdini's last illusion. And the whole point of the last illusion is magic has been removed from this world, and the only thing left is like parlor tricks that stage magicians do. But there is a mechanism that Houdini knew that could bring real magic back into the world. Except you get that old cursey caveat that man was not meant to meddle, and fucking suddenly Cthulhu's going to come back as a point of it. The elder gods are not going to be happy with you bringing mysticism for real back into the universe. So, wow. Magic nasty-ass monkeys. Very uppity, half-gay assassin guys. I just said that to be offensive.
Yeah, no, shocking. I love that I tried to make a real point and I slipped up and I'm a humorless ass and you just say stupid shit and I gotta live with it. Glee.
It may or may not be as humorous as it could be, but it's done in the humorous sense. I'm not funny. You're the funny one. Fuck you. I just throw shit out there, and if it works,
you live in hope.
Yeah, and I don't always do everything just to be funny. Sometimes I want to get a reaction. And sometimes I don't care.
That's true too. And no one says you have to.
Yeah. So, I pulled out that half gay thing because he's got long hair and he's blonde and he's like immaculate. That's all. That's all. What do you like about this book, Bill?
Anything but this conversation.
That's why I'm asking.
No, I think that
Nobody's fucking listening to us. I can say what the fuck I want.
there's a certain validity to that. I think that there's a really strong characterization of the Shadow. Like, this is... Because the Shadow, like Batman, it's not always a character to get well. The dedication to justice and the need to do things his way and, like, no, it's about the mission. Like, no, I don't care about that. No, I don't want a fucking puppy. No, no. Kill, like, and then, like, no, I would never, like, torture people. I just shoot them. Like, this is disgusting. Look, that man has eyeballs in his mouth. I just blew a guy's head off perfectly neatly. How dare you? And that kind of, like, mindless, like, so I think there's almost a little taking the mickey of him, like, oh yes, so there's a cool undercurrent to that, and I think it really nails that character very well. I think the action is coming pretty consistently. The Sandman villain is interesting.
Yep.
Your take on him aside.
I'm just fucking around. Come on.
But I would like to see
street level crime.
No, because there's a lot of villains, like, and master villains and things like that. The League of Magicians totally works within that kind of thing.
All right.
Like the Five Fingers of Doom, Shua Khan, all sorts. Even Doc Savage had John Sunlight, the reoccurring villain.
Huh.
Like, oh yeah, no, I know some stupid shit. But honestly, the art just took me out of it a little bit.
Teeny bit.
Some of the writing choice, there's some weird stylistic, like that weird dream sequence where everything that happened had to be shown again in black and white.
Yeah.
And the 2-page ancient magician, not musician. The League of Musicians, that's the next villain. The body of Jimi Hendrix must be found. The Shadow's like, what the fuck am I doing here? There was actually a 60s Shadow where they tried to revamp it. Maxwell Grant wrote 3 or 4 novels like where he's involved with the Peace Corps show up.
Oh, wow.
I have a couple of them.
You read them?
They're not epic.
That amuses me terribly. And frightens me, really. Woof. I think we've had a fuck of a show. My ridiculousness aside. And I think we can call it even. Unless there's something you want to add to any of it.
Bless you, fuckers!
And away. The Mean Geek is recorded live at the Reverend Mad Duck's apartment whenever the hell we can get to it. Find us on Facebook, Stitcher, Twitter under @TheMeanerGeek. Subscribe to us through RSS.
Or we can be located at our own site, www.themeangeek.com. And most importantly of all, you can find us as a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Email us directly at themeanergeek@gmail.com.
Can I drink now?
You may.